everybody? Welcome into another episode of Mouse Madness. I'm Walt, and I know what everybody's thinking. I wasn't supposed to go live at 8 o'clock tonight, because earlier today, for those that don't know and you weren't able to catch it, I had a very special guest. Dan from Disney Dan was on, and we did a very special live stream about Avengers Endgame. And I wanted to do it today because I know tomorrow, Dan, kind of being a day ahead of us, is going to see Endgame tomorrow. So I wanted to do kind of a preview of Endgame with him beforehand. And if you haven't checked it, go out to our channel, check it out. It's right down in the list there. It was a lot of fun. We went over a lot of stuff. We had some great people in there, great chat going back and forth. And we definitely appreciate everybody that stopped in. And again, I know today was kind of last minute on this one. We weren't going to go live at 8. Hey, Steve, welcome in, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Again, I know we weren't supposed to go live, but I thought to myself, you know, there's a lot of people that probably don't realize we weren't going to go live at 8. So I was like, well, let's go live at 8 then. Because I had the bracket ready, and today we're going to do a bracket. Hey, Noah, welcome back. Hey, Miguel, double dipping. Yeah, I am tonight. Don't normally do this, but with the early special stream, I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and do what we were going to do. And, well, there's a few other things I could have done, Steve, to be honest. She's in the other room, and spending time with her probably would have been a good idea, but she was okay with it, so that's all that matters. But I appreciate you all being here, and we're going to have fun tonight. Hopefully some more people will come in, because we're going to do our Star Wars bracket. Hey, there she is. There's Melissa. What's up, Abby? I understand she can't stay. She's got a great papers, but I'm definitely watching the replay. Yay, Star Wars. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about our Star Wars bracket tonight. Now, everybody does brackets, and I thought, let's do one different. Let's do Star Wars. And we got 64 characters. I tried to take different characters. Round 2. Yep, Brian, welcome in, buddy. Kind of different characters from all the different movies. I've got Solo in there. I've got Rogue One. I've got the prequels. I've got the main 3. I've got the new ones. Hey, Rhiannon, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Rhiannon. How's that baby doing? Hope he's doing well. But I appreciate y'all being here. Again, I know this was kind of last minute. We weren't going to go live. But definitely appreciate y'all dropping in. And we'll have fun with it. We really will. It's going to be a good time. And we'll get as many in tonight. We'll try to do the first round. I got my only Star Wars one I got on. An elf I am not, he says. But we'll try to do the first round tonight. See how many we can get done in this first round. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of characters in here. A lot of great matchups. Tons of good ones. If you guys haven't already, just for those that might be watching the replay or your first time in here, this is Mouse Talk, Mouse Madness every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock normally. And, of course, on Thursdays we go live as well. We have a great time with them. We talk Disney religiously on Thursdays. We talk other stuff on Tuesdays, but mostly Disney. And also on Saturdays, Steve and I, my partner channel, Steve's World, please go out and check out his channel. His link is in the description below. We also do a sports night on Saturday. So it's been great. We've been having a great time with it. Lots of great people in this community. Please go out and check out Dean from The Live Place, theliveplace.com. Family-friendly live streams there as well. And we just really enjoy it. We have a good time with it. So I appreciate everybody that's here. I'm glad the baby's doing well, Rhiannon. Good to hear. And again, we'll try to get as many in tonight as we can. But Steve, if you're still here, you're going to be my designated counter. Kay Atwood, welcome in. Good to see you. Glad to see you're here. Welcome in, Kay. We're doing Star Wars bracket tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We're going to have a good time with it. And again, we'll see how many we can get done. But Steve's my designated counter. He's going to be the guy that's going to tell me where we are in the count because I'm terrible with that. I can't do it. I'm the slash king, but I'm certainly not the counter king. I can tell you that right now. So let's get started with the first match. The first few matchups I think are going to be, I would assume, hey, Shep family, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I didn't say hi to you earlier. I'm sorry, but welcome in. Glad you're here. Steve could be bought. Steve, I don't have anything to offer. But other than my friendship. There you go. How about that? Is that good enough? Hopefully, probably not. But let's get started. So, because we got 32 matchups to get through tonight before this hour is up. So I want to make sure we get as many in. so we can get as many people voting as possible. We got 7 watching right now. Hopefully some other people will jump in, and we'll see where we go. So let's start out with some easy ones. And that is, the first matchup is going to be Luke Skywalker versus Dengar. Now, those that don't know, Dengar is one of the he's one of the bounty hunters. If you remember in The Empire Strikes Back, there's a scene where you see all the different bounty hunters and Boba Fett's there. He's one of those bounty hunters. So you have Dengar versus Luke Skywalker. So I want your votes on this one. Dengar. Steve, you're funny. Luke. Let's see. So Luke, let's see. Brian says Dengar. There you go. I actually like his I like his character personally. I think he's a cool. I like all the bounty hunters, to be honest with you, and you'll see a lot of them in here. A mighty Skywalker for Noah. Well, Melissa, what's your vote? Because you didn't vote. Luke. Okay, 4-1 so far. And everybody that's in here, thank you all for being in here tonight. I definitely appreciate it. Again, I know this was kind of last minute, so it's okay. It's official. So Luke, yep, it's a Luke. It's a Luke. Luke Skywalker moves on. Okay, Luke for Rhiannon as well. Wait, now we have 10. We have 10 people in here? I don't see 10, Steve, but if there are 10, thank you very much, Shep Skywalker. Shep Skywalker. There we go. Oh my gosh. All right, so Luke's going to move on. Our next matchup, we're going to do that top left-hand bracket first, and then we'll move on from there. Melissa says he started the vote, saw Steve say Dengar, and it put her in shock. Fell to 9. That's okay. That's all right. All right, so next matchup, and we're going to do that one bracket in the top left first. We have General Hux. General Hux, of course, is in the new movies. He's the bad guy, one of the bad guys, against Nute Gunray. And Nute Gunray, of course, is from the prequels. So General Hux versus Nute Gunray. And I'm sure a lot of these characters you guys are going to know, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that character. And then we'll go over them just in case you don't. But General Hux versus Nute Gunray. And this is actually going to be a tough one, I think. Well, it's not fair in that respect, Steve. If we're talking real battle, you're right. It's not really fair. General Hux. I think he's a pretty bad character, too, to be honest with you. He's a bad guy. They both are, but one's a little bit more bad than the other. All right, so General Hux moves on. Looks like we got a pretty much unanimous decision there. So General Hux moves on. Oh, that's a pretty good match. Rhiannon, that's okay. Rhiannon, that's all right. Hopefully, if we get done in time, maybe we'll talk some Disney at the end. Let's see. Oh, Figment. He doesn't make it into this bracket. Rhiannon, hopefully you've seen some of the Star Wars movies. But we'll get some good ones in here. Expertise either, Rhiannon, I know. But you know, there's so many people that love Star Wars, and I figured it'd be a fun bracket to do. But we'll see. We'll keep going. Let's see who else we have. Just vote for the one I do or the one that sounds cooler. It's true, Steve. For some of these, that's true. So the next matchup is Count Dooku versus the Rancor. And for those that don't know, the Rancor is the big monster that was in Return of the Jedi that tries to eat Luke in Jabba the Hutt's palace. That's that giant monster that goes after Luke. So we have Count Dooku versus the Rancor. Steve says Dooku. Shep family says Dooku. That would be my vote too. Although I think the Rancor is pretty cool. Count Dooku. Brian says Dooku. Rhiannon says Count Dooku. I don't like his name though. I think they could have picked a better name for Count Dooku. Now my eyes itching. But I do like. I like the character. I'm not fantastic on the name. Christopher Lee is pretty awesome though. Count Dooku, Saruman across the board. So there we go. I had to double check that. I just looked at my phone. Chris Davis hit a 2-run homer. I had to double check that. I know Steve will appreciate why. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. I know, I saw it, Melissa. I had to take a double take. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. But anyway, so Count Dooku moves on. There we go. Count Dooku is the man. He is moving on. All right, next matchup we have, now I know most of you are going to know who this is. We have Padme, who is, of course, Luke and Leia's mom, versus Kit Fisto. And those who don't know, Kit Fisto is one of the Jedis. He's a Jedi Master. Padme versus Kit Fisto. Well, actually, Steve, yeah, you're right, it is. Padme versus Kit Fisto. Now, I'll be honest with you. My vote here, if it goes that way, it's going to be, if I'm the tiebreak, you're not going to like it, guys. Padme, Kit Fisto, Padme. Okay, there's a couple there. Kit Fisto. Fisto is like the sixth member of NSYNC. No one knows he exists. I actually like Kit Fisto, Steve. I think he's pretty cool looking, to be honest with you. But that's just me. So who are you picking, Steve? Are you saying you're picking Padme? Because she's like the fourth member of Destiny's Child. Nobody knows who she is either. Kit Fisto. All right, so Padme's got 2 votes. 2 votes. 2-2 right now. Good point, Melissa. No Padme equals no Luke. Good point. You're exactly right. So 3-2 Padme. Oh, Noah coming in with the Kit Fisto. Oh, Fisto. I see. No, I saw what you put in at first. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, now it makes sense. 3-3. Don't leave it up to me, guys. I will be the tiebreak if I have to, though. All right, we got 10 watching. So there's 4 people out there that haven't voted. Give us a vote, folks. Brian, I don't know if you voted or not. Yes, you did. You put Kit Fisto. I got you. So 3-3. Hey, more sunshine, please. Welcome in, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Hope your live stream went well. Hope we didn't cut you off. I apologize. But welcome in. Cargo, welcome in. Cargo, right up your alley. We're talking Star Wars. I hope you're a fan. Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in. We are voting right now. It's Padme. I was getting ready to say Cadme. Padme versus Kit Fisto. Okay, that's funny. Kay said she had to vote Padme because her niece is named after her. Well, kinda. Her name's Natalie. Natalie Portman. Everybody just say Fisto, according to the Shep family. Just say Padme. You guys are funny. Steve, are we still tied? Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in. Good to see you. Kit Fisto, Padme Fisto. RV and the Disney, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, so Kit Fisto, and if it was a tie, I would have voted Kit Fisto anyway. So Kit Fisto moves on. That is an upset, actually. All right, next matchup. Oh, this is a good one. We have Boba Fett versus Jar Jar Binks. Cargo, how's everything up in Canada? How's everybody doing up there? I hope everybody's doing well. But we have Jar Jar Binks versus Boba Fett. Jar Jar Binks versus Boba Fett. I think this one should be pretty easy, but you never know. Boba Fett for the win. Actually, I love Boba Fett. He's such a great character. Boba Fett hands down. What about hands up? Steve actually likes Jar Jar Binks. So Boba Fett. There's a Jar Jar vote. Good job, RV and the Disney. Good job. We're doing good, Cargo. We really are. Boba Fett claiming a bounty on Jar Jar. All right, so Boba Fett moves on for sure. So there you go. So that one, Jar Jar is true power behind the Empire. No wonder the Empire fell, Brian. Boba T. Boba T, there you go. That's his cousin, by the way. They just threw him in a blender, Nerd Herders. He's gone. All right, so Boba Fett moves on, and now we are moving on to our. Me thinks Jar Jar was robbed. Misa thinks. I'm sorry. Now, the next matchup, this is actually going to be a good one. We have. Please don't. We have Jyn Erso. Jyn Erso is from Rogue One. That was the young girl in Rogue One, the main star of the movie. Jyn Erso versus Ki-Adi-Mundi. And those who don't know, Ki-Adi-Mundi is one of the, again, he's one of the Jedi. He's the one with the really tall head, and he's one of the Jedi Council Masters. So Ki-Adi-Mundi versus Jyn Erso. Hey, Ray J, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope everything's going well where you are. Glad you're here. We're voting Ki-Adi-Mundi versus Jyn Erso from Star Wars. We are Coneheads. There you go. That's exactly right. And this is a Star Wars character bracket tonight, so it's going to be a good time. Cargo says, she says whatever Melissa says. So, Jyn Erso versus Ki-Adi-Mundi. Kid Attire Mundi for Disney Nerd Herders. Jyn Erso, Ki-Adi-Mundi for Brian, Frodo for Chef Family. Yes, they did say Jyn. Different kind of Jyn, though. Jyn Erso. All right, so it looks like the Jyn moves on. You know, when she drinks a soda, it's gin and tonic. Sorry, I had to do it. Dilly, Jim. Dilly, pal. All right, so Jyn Erso moves on. All right, next matchup. Here we go. Another tough one. Well, if you know who the characters are. We have Qui-Gon Jinn, who I think everybody knows. Awesome green there. Thank you. It's my Yoda shirt. It's the only Yoda shirt I got. So I had to wear it, even though it's kind of Christmassy. So we have Qui-Gon Jinn versus Beckett. And those that don't know, Beckett is the part that Woody Harrelson played in Solo, a Star Wars story. So Ray J says, I'm a human supremacist, so I vote humans over non-humans. Steve says, is it hard making those jokes not knowing if we are laughing or not? Nah, not really. I'm gonna do it anyway, whether it's funny or not. I just do it, and hopefully it goes over well. If it doesn't, there's nothing I can do about it. Except move on to the next one. Did you say Admiral Akbar yet? Nope, not yet, but he's on the list. So Qui-Gon. Beckett, the RVing the Disney. Beckett gets a vote. There you go. 2 votes for Beckett. There's another Qui-Gon. I'll assume it. Thank you, Steve. Qui-Gon. Hey, Nacho Mujigo, welcome in. Yes, I know. I can't believe it. I wish they would have done that last night when I was there. We might have stayed longer. The dog's sniffing something. All right, so we got 6-2 for Qui-Gon. No real surprise there. I think he's a really good character, a really cool character in the Star Wars universe. One of the few awesome new characters from the prequels that I actually liked. But, all right, so Qui-Gon moves on. So our final matchup in the first round in that top left bracket. And we have, this is a good one, I think. We have Rey. Of course, Rey is in the new movies. Rey versus Bib Fortuna. Now, those that don't know, Bib Fortuna is the kind of like the secondary character to Jabba the Hutt. He's the one that kind of is tall. He's got the thing wrapped around his neck. He's kind of like the right-hand man for Jabba the Hutt. So Bib Fortuna versus Rey. I think this one's pretty easy, though. He's just laying down now. All right, Rey. Bib Fortuna gets over. Hey, Jeff, Dole Whip Dad, welcome in, buddy. Everybody say hi to Jeff. Bib Fortuna gets a couple votes. Oh, Steve, we got to know. We're doing Star Wars characters. We're doing a bracket challenge on Star Wars characters, Jeff. So Rey. 8-4 Rey. Okay. Bumblebee Tuna. It's true. I know. Some of the names are really cool though. Ray. All right, so Ray's going to move on, although I like the Bib Fortuna jokes. All right, Ray moves on. So there you go. Top left bracket is done for tonight, anyway. And then now we're going to move on to our bottom left bracket. We're going to stay on the left-hand side for now and work our way over to the right. So the next matchup, and this is a good one, but I think I know how it's going to go, is we have this guy right here, Yoda, versus Cassian Andor. And those that don't know, Cassian Andor is also from Rogue One. He is the kind of like the supporting star in the movie with Jyn Erso. But Cassian Andor versus Yoda. Cassian Andor versus Yoda. Good matchup, but I think I know who's going to win this one. Or should win this one. Smash that like button. Yes, please, everybody, if you could please give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the stream. We definitely appreciate it. Looks like everybody's got Yoda so far. Manchurian. Cassian for Jeff. You go, Jeff. Look at you. All right, so it looks like Yoda's going to win because he's getting all the votes. Candidate. I'm telling you, Yoda's going to make it far. I'd be surprised. Little old Yoda. Woo! So Yoda moves on almost. I don't know that it was it wasn't a shutout, though. All right, so let's move on. Next matchup. Oh, good one. Next matchup. We have C-3PO. Yoda's almost as old as Cargo. Cargo, he's a lot older than you. Don't worry about that. You're a youngin'. Yoda, hee-hoo. Oh, that's what Steve was saying up there. Steve, I totally missed it. Never mind. Anyway, C-3PO versus Bossk. Now, Bossk is another one. This is Bossk is another, he's a, oh my God, I can't think of the word. He's a bounty hunter. That's what I was thinking of. He's kind of the yellow guy. He almost looks like a reptile. Shut him up or shut him down. That's true. I hope you're just quoting the line and not talking about me, Disney Nerd Herders. I'm sorry. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that, buddy. It's fun. It's definitely fun. Bossk, there you go. I like Bossk. I think he's another really cool character. Mason says, no. Boss Hog. I remember Boss Hog. All right, so let's keep going. C-3PO because he's on Star Tours. Yeah, that's true. All right, always talks so much in some Star Wars episode. Yes, he does, Noah. You're right. Well, it looks like, from what I'm seeing, looks like 3PO is going to get the win. And to be honest with you, probably rightfully so. He's one of the main characters in the Star Wars universe. He's like the only character to appear in every Star Wars movie. He's been in every Star Wars movie. He's a star in the Star Wars movies. All right. Boss Nass, he'll be coming up later, Steve. Don't worry about that. Boss Nass makes the list too. All right, so there we go. Our next matchup. Oh, good matchup here. We have, yes, with the same actor. That's exactly right. Anthony Daniels. You're right, Steve, throughout every single movie. So we have Mace Windu versus Wedge Antilles. Mace Windu versus Wedge Antilles. That's kind of a good matchup. That's true, Kay. You're right. Disney Nerder says C-3PO was the only one doing nude scenes. Yeah, he probably could have used some. Well, no, I guess R2, too. Mace Windu. Anyone but Mace Windu for Steve. So I guess you're taking Wedge. Wedge. Mace. Hey, Explosive Phoenix, welcome in. Good to see you. Wedge. Mace Windu. What?
Can I make a joke?
Yes.
Mace Windu's vote isn't out the window yet.
Mace, my son Mason says Mace Windu's vote isn't out the window yet. I want to spray Mace out your window. Oh, you guys are funny. So I think actually, Steve, where are we? But I think Mace flew through the window. Jim says it's true. I love these names. They're different for sure. Steve, where are we? I think Wedge Antilles actually has a shot. I think. Let's see. Yeah, where? Mace won. Okay, Mace won, do one. Gotcha. Thank you. Steve, are you rushing me? I'm just kidding. Man. Nope. I know. All right, next matchup. That was close, though. I think that one was closer than I expected it to be. I would have voted for Wedge, to be honest with you. I actually like Wedge. Mace hurts the eyes, yeah. Mace, if you think you should win, raise your hand. Next matchup. Now, this one, I hope you all know who this character is. One of them is very popular, and actually he's probably going to go really far. The other one is a lesser-known but important character. We have Chewbacca, Chewie, versus Mon Mothma. Now, Mon Mothma is, you've seen her a couple different times. You've seen her in Rogue One. She's the lady with the short hair. You also see her in, if I'm not mistaken, A New Hope. She's the one that kind of talks about the Death Star plans. So Mon Mothma versus Chewie. Yeah, I think Chewie will probably win this one pretty easily. Chewie. Chewie always forever. Yeah, Chewbacca's a great character. I love his character. He's so likable. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Chewbacca. Chewie gets the votes there. So it looks like Chewie's going to win this one pretty easy. And that one, of most of these first round matchups, that was one of the ones that I knew was going to be kind of a runaway. Yep, she was, Kay Atwood. She was in Rogue One. Yep, she was in there. I think she was more in Rogue One than she was in A New Hope. But yep, she was there. Charleston Chewie. I remember those. Those are good candies, actually. All right, next matchup. Now I got to go, but when I'm gone, if anyone Ewoks come up, will you please vote for me, Steve? Ewoks are on here. They're in here. Nacho, I saw that. Yep, they're playing good. James Garcia, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Cargo, take care. Everybody say goodbye to Cargo. Cargo, I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you very much. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Chewie moves on. All right, next matchup. Now, I grouped this all into one category because to me, they're all in the same, but they're such an iconic category and character, they have to be listed. And that's Stormtroopers. I have Stormtroopers versus Greedo. Now, everybody knows who Greedo is. Greedo is the one that Han Solo kills in A New Hope in the cantina. So we have the Stormtroopers versus Greedo. Tusken Raiders, Steve, you'll see them later too. Don't worry about that. So Stormtroopers versus Greedo. Who do we have there? Stormtroopers. I tend to agree. I mean, hey, Nathan Rita, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Everybody say hi to Nathan Rita. Nathan, we're voting for Star Wars characters tonight. So I appreciate your voting. Hopefully you do. But if you're just here for fun, we appreciate that too. Stormtroopers, awesome. There we go. Pew, pew. For sure. All right, so it looks like Stormtroopers are going to run away with that one. That's really crazy. I thought Greedo would get a vote, but I guess not. Steve, like 7-0, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, looks like it. All right, so let's move on. Hey, we're moving along pretty good here. Let's keep going. Jeff, I made the noises and pointed my fingers when I read that. Hey, Meg, welcome back. Meg, and somebody did welcome in. Meg, I wasn't going to go live, but then I said, you know what? There's a lot of people that probably didn't see that I wasn't going to go live at 8 and couldn't make the 5:30 stream. So I was like, well, I was going to do the bracket tonight anyway, the Star Wars bracket. So I said, well, let's start the Star Wars bracket. And we're going live. So I appreciate everybody coming back in. We are voting for, again, Star Wars characters. So Stormtroopers move on. The next matchup, we have General Grievous, or Grievous, whatever you want to call him. Sippity Doodad, welcome in, glad you're here. Versus Bail Organa. And those that don't know, Bail Organa is probably, or is, Princess Leia's kind of adopted parents. When she was taken away and sent into hiding, Bail Organa is the one he's the guy that took her. So that's who that is. And of course, General Grievous, everybody knows who that is. I know, I can't help it, Steve. Don't look at me. I am not making the decisions today. Yep, okay, you were there too. I appreciate you being there. So we have General Grievous gets a vote. Bail Organa gets a vote. There we go. So 1-1 right now. Let's see. General Grievous, General Grievous, General Grievous. General Grievous, General Grievous. Meg says General Grievous as well. Love the emojis, Meg. I know! She got voted out and I had nothing to do with it. You guys can't blame me. I learned my lesson when picking these. Meg still does it, but I don't anymore. Everybody yells at me when I pick them. I can't pick them. All right, so we got, well, right now, it looks like General Grievous is going to win this one pretty darn easily. All right, so General Grievous moves on. All right, next matchup, General Grievous for James Garcia. Star Wars, you say, hey, Downscale, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Downscale. Glad you're here. Yep, we're doing Star Wars brackets tonight. I got to break the tie, Steve. And yes, I would have voted against her. Yes, Padme has bad taste in men. Yes, that's exactly right, Disney Nerders. You go. Next matchup, before I get in trouble, we have Jango Fett, and where's Cargo when we need her, versus Wicket. Jango Fett versus Wicket. That's a good matchup. Jango Fett versus Wicket. This is our last matchup of the bottom left bracket. I know she did, Meg. Padme broke up with both Darth Vader and Thor. She really thinks highly of herself. So Steve votes Wicket for Cargo. Jango, Wicket. So there's a couple votes for Wicket there. Wicket. Yeah, it's definitely a good crowd. I'm glad everybody's here. So Meg's voting for Wicket. It was Warwick Davis. So is that your vote, Explosive Phoenix? Wicket. So I think Wicket's actually leading right now over Jango Fett. That's pretty cool. How about that? Wicket for Noah, too. James Garcia, Downscale. Wow, we got all kinds of votes here. Melissa voting for Wicket. I don't know if he did or not, to be honest with you, Disney Nerd Herders. So 9-1. Wow, Wicket with the upset. Man, Jango Fett, no love for the bounty hunter. All right, so Wicket moves on. Big upset there. Big upset there. Yes, D. Hey, D. Hazel, welcome in. Yes, you can vote for Cargo, but they already voted for Cargo. And her pick won. Thanks, Meg. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Everybody say goodnight to Meg. Meg, I appreciate it very much. Definitely appreciate you being here. Be sure to hit that like button, everybody. Thanks, Meg. Everybody say goodnight to Meg. Be sure to check her out tomorrow night. Wednesday in Wonderland. She'll be going live. All right, so last matchup in this bottom left bracket, we have... Yeah, he does get more love. You're right, Explosive Phoenix. We have Han Solo versus Rose Tico. And those that don't know, Rose was in Last Jedi. She was the kind of Finn's... I don't know if that's going to be Finn's love interest or not, but it's the girl that Finn kind of hangs out with in the movie. Han Solo versus Rose Tico. Han Solo, Han Solo, 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 Solo. I think this one's pretty easy, but you never know. Han Solo, done. Han, those who don't know, Rose, it doesn't matter, it's Han Solo. That's true. Good point, Steve. Yeah, he's kind of hard to beat no matter who he's going up against. There aren't many that are going to beat him out. Oh my gosh. So Han Solo pretty much wins easily. So Han Solo moves on. He is going to move on to the Shep Solo to the next round. All right, so now we are moving on to the top right-hand corner. I don't know if this is your right or left, guys, but that's what I'm doing. But we're going the top right-hand corner now. First matchup, and this is going to be an easy one too, I think. But we have having food versus Han Solo equals Han Solo wins. Exactly. All right, so this next one, this is another one of those people that no matter who he goes up against, it's going to be hard to beat him. We have the big guy, Darth Vader versus Sebulba. Of course, Sebulba is from the pod racing. He's kind of a bad guy that goes up against Anakin Skywalker, well, basically Darth Vader, in the pod racing. But we have Darth Vader himself versus Sebulba. And of course, Steve says Darth Vader for Explosive Phoenix, Vader, Darth, for sure. It's almost, I mean, some of the, I think we know who the final four are going to be. But we'll get there at some point. You never know. You might have some upsets. Sebulba is the flying elephant not named Dumbo. That's true. He's weird looking. I don't know what he is. Vader, you underestimate the power of the dark side. Lord Vader, there we go. All right, Darth moves on. Next matchup. Oh, this is actually a good one. This is another one of those. I'm putting these in a group because I think they need to be included in the group, but there's no one specific character. And that's the, what do they call them? The Garoman guards, or the Garamon guards. They almost look like big, fat, I hate to say pigs, but they look like giant pigs on 2 feet with the big snouts against Captain Phasma. So Gamoran guards, whatever you want to call them, versus Captain Phasma. Disney Nerd Herd says, let's see, D says, I feel bad for voting because I have so little knowledge, but come on, everyone knows Darth Vader. It's true, I'm telling you. It's Vader, sir. Your inability to accept this fact makes you a Resistance member. He's a Doug called Sebulba. They are awesome. Jabba's guys. Yep, they are awesome. I think they're cool. So the guards. Wow, how about that? Steve's going with the guards. Captain Phasma for K. Disney Nerd Herd is going with the guards. Jeff's going with the guards. Tiffany Doodad's going with the guards. This might be a big upset. Let me let the dog out here. Go ahead, pup. There he goes. The guards. Shep family says Roman guards as well. How about that? That's amazing. Oh my God. This is Captain Phasma we're talking about here. Actually, I know. Explosive Phoenix says the guards. Oh, Captain Phasma was a waste of film, Melissa says. Melissa didn't say it, though.
I agree with her. Phasma was a waste of screen time. JJ had plans, though.
It's only accidental. See, Downscale says, it's only accidental that you do not associate me with the dark side. Guard snacks, poor guard. Guard. All right. Yeah, that's true. Kay makes a good point. Kay says Phasma looks cool, but not very effective. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I feel like they wasted her character. She could have been a better villain, but they really didn't use her as well as they could have. So the Gamoran guards are going to move, or Garoman guards, whatever you want to call them, they are moving on. That's kind of an upset. That one's an upset. All right, next matchup. Steve, here you go. We have... Yes, that was Brienne of Tarth, Steve. You're right. Total waste. We have Lando Calrissian. Doesn't matter. Lando's Lando. Doesn't matter what movie you pick. But Lando Calrissian versus Boss Nass. There you go, Steve. Lando Calrissian versus Boss Nass. Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma's in the house, everybody. I'm pretty sure your fans make mistakes. Yes, they do. I'm sure they do. I'm sorry, Captain. Lando. Everybody is picking Lando Calrissian. Look at that. Lando. And Brienne of Tarth is a much better character than Captain Phasma. I agree. Land Lakes. So Lando is moving on to the next round. All right, so next matchup. We got to get moving a little bit here. We're running out of time. We have Kylo Ren versus Saw Gerrera. And those that don't know, Saw Gerrera is the part played by Forrest Whitaker in Rogue One. So Saw Gerrera versus Kylo Ren. Saw Gerrera versus Kylo Ren. Kylo. Yeah, I think this one's pretty easy, I think. Saw Gerrera versus Kylo Ren. Kylo. Saw Gerrera versus Kylo Ren. Who does everybody pick there? So far, we've got Kylo. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. This is a tough one. Kylo, Saw. All right, I'm just pulling this up. All right, so Kylo, looks like Kylo's going to move on pretty easily. Got a couple votes there, but he is moving on. All right, so Kylo Ren moves on. Next matchup. Oh, here's a good one, Steve. This is for you, buddy. We have Jabba the Hutt versus the Tusken Raiders. Jabba the Hutt versus the Tusken Raiders. Jabba the Hutt versus Tusken Raiders. Tusken Raiders vote Jabba. It's kind of hard. Jabba's actually a really cool character. He's a good bad guy. Jabba the Hutt, Tusken Raiders, Jabba. I actually like the Tusken Raiders too. Don't Whip Dad says, "Oh man, I love the Raiders." Not the NFL stars, Star Wars only, but Jabba. Yep, it's true. Tusken Raiders for Captain Phasma. Jabba is so gross, though. He is gross. Tusken Raiders for Disney Nerd Herders. Jabba for Downscale and Noah. No, he can't move fast at all. Hey, Chris, Disney World Adventures. Good to see you, buddy. Everybody say hi to Chris. Glad you're here. D, that's okay. There'll be some other characters I'm sure you know. I'm sure you'll know a couple of them. So Jabba the Hutt moves on. All right, next matchup. And this actually, so he is useless without guards. That's true. He probably is. No, that's okay. Most people probably didn't know it. I wasn't sure I was going to go live, Chris, so I appreciate you being here, bud. So the next one is Poe Dameron. Of course, Poe's in the new movies. Poe Dameron versus Qi'ra. Now, Qi'ra is the part played by Emilia Clarke, who, of course, is Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. But that's what she plays in Solo movie. So Qi'ra versus Poe Dameron. And who does everybody pick there? We have Qi'ra versus Poe. Yeah, a lot of Poes. Qi'ra versus Poe Dameron. Poe gets the votes so far. Yeah, he is brave. Noah, you're right. Absolutely. So Qi'ra versus Poe. Steve. Poe Dameron. Poe Nevermore. Where's Edgar and Allen? So Poe moves on with a pretty convincing win. Next matchup. Oh, this next one's really hard. I can't wait to see everybody votes for this one. Next one is R2-D2 versus Admiral Ackbar. So everybody say it. Say his big line. R2-D2 versus Admiral Ackbar. This is a tough one. R2-D2 versus Admiral Akbar. Steve, Shep Family, Dole Whip Dad, Zippity Doo Dad, Kay Atwood, Melissa, Explosive Phoenix, Disney Nerd Herders. It's a trap! R2 all around the board so far. R2-D2 is getting the votes. It's a trap. My Disney Park Memories, welcome in. Good to see you. I don't know if you were in earlier. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. So R2 is getting the votes, and he is moving on. So R2-D2 moves on to the next round. So our next matchup, and this is the last matchup for the top right. And then we'll have just the bottom right to go. James Garcia votes R2. Chris votes R2. So our last matchup in the top right, and this is another... I think this is a pretty easy matchup to pick, but it's two bad guys. Yeah, Disney Nerd Herders, I agree. Admiral Akbar, he definitely had a bad draw in the first round, but that was the way it played out. I picked him out of a hat. And he definitely had a bad draw, though. I agree 100%. So next matchup, last matchup in the top right-hand corner, we have the Emperor. Emperor Palpatine versus Dryden Voss. Dryden Voss is in, again, Solo, a Star Wars movie. He's kind of the bad guy in Solo, a Star Wars movie. He's the guy played by the guy that plays Vision in the Avengers movies. So Dryden Voss versus the Emperor. So Explosive Phoenix, Steve, Jeff, RVing the Disney all say the Emperor, which makes perfect sense. Such a great character. Emperor Palpatine, Emperor my old boss. I hope not. I hope your boss isn't that bad, or at least your old boss wasn't that bad. So right now, Emperor Palpatine is in the lead by a lot. Do it. Yep, that's what he says. Disney World Adventures. Chris picks him as well. I think we know who's going to win that bracket. Let's see. Noah says it. Paul Bettany is false. Incredible actor. He is a good actor. He is. He's done a lot of great stuff. He was also the voice of Jarvis for a while, too. Well, the entire time. Shep Family says the Emperor as well. And there you go. So the Emperor moves on to the next round. So last bracket for tonight, bottom right bracket. And we have 8 matchups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to go. So we're almost done, everybody. Appreciate you hanging in there. Da Vinci Code. I can feel your anger. Oh, wait. Time out. So the next matchup, and this is another bad draw because I actually like this character, but he's not going to win. We have Nine Numb versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nine Numb is the character. He's kind of wears the red outfit, kind of looks like a squid almost in the face. He flies with Lando Calrissian in Return of the Jedi. And we have Nine Numb versus Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, and it probably will, Steve, for sure. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, so we have Ben, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi-Wan, old Ben. All right, looks good. So it looks like Obi-Wan is moving on. The Force is strong with that one. 20 people watching. Thank you all very, very much for being here. 19 likes, too. That's awesome. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you for being here. Paul Bettany is married to... I have no idea. I have no idea, Jeff, who he's married to. But you can tell us. Obi-Wan. I haven't gone by Obi-Wan in a long time. Long time. Next matchup. Oh, Jennifer Connelly. Wow, lucky him. Next matchup is Finn. Of course, Finn's from the new movies. Finn versus Aunt Beru. Finn versus Aunt Beru. So who does everybody pick there? Finn versus Aunt Beru. Is it Vuru or Buru? Whichever it is. Finn versus Aunt Beru. Not Finn. Steve says not Finn. Baloo. Finn, Finn, Finn. One Aunt Beru. Finn, Finn, Finn. Finn for Steve and Chris and Captain Phasma and Noah and Explosive Phoenix and Kay. Melissa says Finn. Jim says Finn. Yes, I'm in that fan club, Jeff. Aunt Beru, she's smoking hot. Disney World Adventures. Disney Nerders, you're funny. Finn. Okay, so Finn moves on. And let's just stay there with the family. Next matchup is Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin versus Uncle Owen. It came up that way, I swear it. Uncle Owen versus Grand Moff Tarkin. Huckleberry Finn. Too soon. Grand Moff Tarkin versus Uncle Owen. I actually think Grand Moff Tarkin is a great bad guy character. I mean, there aren't too many people that Darth Vader answers to. He answers to him. Melissa says Tarkin. Uncle Owen versus Grand Moff Tarkin. Wow, Uncle Owen's got 2 votes so far. Stupid autocorrect. I knew what you meant, Melissa. So right now we're looking 2-2. DA. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Fran for Dole Whip Dad. Jeff talking, but I wanted to get some power converters. Oh, but I wanted to get some power converters. Dresser. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Grand Moff Tarkin has 4-2 lead right now. And that's the thing. With a lot of these, what's great about it is if you're a diehard fan, you're going to know these names and you're going to be like, oh, that's a hard matchup. Oh my God, it's tough. And then if you're just a casual fan or even or less, you're right. A lot of these names are going to be like, who? So I totally get it. Somebody could do a bracket on, I don't know, anime or something like that. I wouldn't know any of that stuff. And my kids would know it, or Pokemon or Nintendo, and I would barely know any of that stuff. So I totally get it. So Grand Moff Tarkin moves on. So the next matchup, this is another one I think probably won't be too hard, is we have Darth Maul. Great character. Darth Maul versus Zam Wesell. Darth Maul versus Zam Wesell. Disney Nerders says, stick with me, D. I won't steer you wrong. Darth Maul versus Zam Wesell. Darth Maul. Darth Maul is a great character. Such an underrated and hardly ever used character in the movies. Darth Maul. I never watched Star Wars. Oh my gosh, James, you gotta go back and see it. Hey, Peter P, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Peter. We are doing our Star Wars bracket. Darth Maul. All right, so it looks like Darth Maul is moving on. Put him in there. Darth Maul moves on to the next round. No, he's not half the man he was. Jim, you're right. All right, so let's move on. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 4 matchups to go, guys. We're almost done. I appreciate you hanging in there. So our next matchup, we have BB-8 versus Watto. BB-8 versus Watto. Oh, D, there you go. Yes, Dee says her friend at work just lent her the whole Star Wars Blu-ray collection, so now you have to make the effort. Dee, you'll enjoy them. They're fun. So BB-8 for Steve. Gotta get going to awesome stream. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you being here. Everybody say goodnight to Chris. Take care. BB-8 gets the votes across the board so far. All right, so BB-8 is going to get the win. And BB-8 is, actually, that was pretty big one. Yeah, Watto is the one that kind of flies. That was kind of the owner, Steve. Jeff RVing BB-8. Yes, that would be correct. Sorry. It's okay, Peter. I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for being here. BB-8 Watto. No, they don't seem to work on Watto. You're right, Melissa. Or Mason. So next matchup. Oh, here we go. So, again, another one of those. There's a ton of them, but they're such an iconic character, they have to be included. Is the Jawas versus Maz Kanata. The Jawas versus Maz Kanata. So who does everybody pick there? The Jawas versus Maz Kanata. And, of course, Maz Kanata is in the new movies. She's the lady with kind of like the big eyes and the big glasses. We got 2 more matchups after this one, everybody. Maz Kanata versus the Jawas. RV into Disney. I know, Jeff. I don't know why they got rid of the Jawas at Walt Disney World. We actually loved that meet and greet. We thought that was a lot of fun. So Maz Kanata. Jawas, they roll in numbers. They do roll in numbers. That's true. Maz Kanata, Jawas, bing, 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 bing. I knew what that was from. Jawas 6-3. All right, so it's looking like the Jawas are moving on. Noah with the Jawas. I actually like the Jawas. I think they're a lot of fun. And actually play a big part in the first movie. 8-3 the Jawas. Okay. All right. Okay, so there you go. So the Jawas are going to move on. 2 matchups to go. You're welcome, Disney Nerd Herders. Everybody loves Spaceballs. I can, quote that movie verbatim. Okay, I agree. I think she'll play a little bit more. She might play a little bit of a role in this next one. Who knows? But I agree. Yep, they didn't use her as much. Next matchup is Emperor Snoke. Or, Supreme Leader Snoke, whatever you want to call him. Supreme Leader Snoke versus Lobot. And those that don't know, Lobot was Lando Calrissian's kind of right-hand man. He was the guy with the bald head that had the thing around him. And he would, enter stuff and could make people do things. And, get communicated through his whatever he was wearing on his head. That's who Lobot is. So, Supreme Leader Snoke versus Lobot. Supreme Leader Snoke versus Lobot. We got 1 matchup left after this one. Disney Nerd Herd says Lobot. I know, I actually think Lobot's character is cool. But Snoke. Snoke for the Shep family. Peter says Snoke. Snoke for Kay Atwood. Yeah, he wasn't effective either. No, they got rid of him pretty quick, too. Snoke, Lobot, Snoke. Okay. So it looks like the Supreme Leader is moving on, but he ain't going to make it much further. Snoke was pathetic. Yeah, they didn't quite use that character as good as they could have. Snoke. All right, 18 in here watching and 20 likes. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Snoke isn't half the... never mind. Jim, he's half the man he used to be. Hey, Joey's World, welcome in. I'm just glad you're here. Everybody say hi to Joey's World. Late to the party, but still made it. That's all that matters. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And actually, we're on our last matchup, so you get to vote for this last one, and this is going to be a good one. Our last matchup of the night for the first round, this will conclude the first round, is, of course, who haven't we said yet out of all the big characters? Princess Leia. So Princess Leia versus Commander Cody. And yes, you're right, Steve. Snoke was played by Gollum. and King Kong. So we have Princess Leia versus Commander Cody. Princess Leia, Princess Leia, Princess Leia. I think this one's pretty easy. I like Commander Cody, but he's not going to beat Princess Leia. Princess Leia, Princess Leia. Circus is amazing. He is amazing. He does a lot of good stuff, Steve, for sure. Commander Cody gets a vote from the Arvine to Disney. Is that just like a pity vote? Slave Leia. There you go. That's Mason, by the way. It's not Melissa saying that, everybody. Yeah, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. I agree, Noah. Very sad. All right, so it looks like Princess Leia. Nope, it's not. It's a question, Joey's well, because we have to. But you're right. Ultimately, this one's not even. This isn't even a matchup that's close. This one's pretty easy for sure. So Princess Leia is going to move on. No, my husband made me. Commander Cody, he's listening in. Hey, if that's who he likes, that's perfectly fine. All right, so there we go. So Commander Cody does not move on. Princess Leia does move on. And we have gone from 64 Star Wars characters down to 32. So it's only going to get harder from here next week. So everybody, as the train goes by, I'm sure you guys can hear the Hogwarts Express going by. Everyone, if you had, yep, Luke did move on. Disney Nerd Herders, yep. He was actually the first night of the match, first matchup of the night. He moved on, and we'll have him next week again when we get down to 30 from 32. We will try to finish it next week if we can. With half of them gone already, we should move pretty quickly from there. But everybody, if you haven't checked it out, earlier today at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, I did a special live stream with Dan from Disney Dan. We did a preview of Marvel. We did a nice hour-long preview of Marvel. Be sure to go check that out. We did a lot of theories, talked about the old movies, talked about the new movies. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good information. I think we really enjoyed it. I hope you guys can go see it. It's a good time. I think you'd like it. We enjoyed doing it. We really did, and we appreciate everybody that was in that stream. Noah, thank you. I want to thank everybody again. I know we got a smaller crowd than normal tonight, but that's okay. We weren't going to go live anyway, so I just appreciate everybody being here, whether it's one person in here or 100. The fact that you would take time out of your day to come listen to me talk, basically, means a lot. That's all right. I don't know what's going on with the notifications are being Disney. For some reason, they're just not going out, and I don't get it. But be sure, everybody. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. See you next time. Again, guys, please go check out my partner channel, Steve from Steve's World. He goes live on Monday nights with Monday Madness. Check him out. And he does great streams. He's been getting a really good turnout for his streams. Kind of jealous. He does really good. Steve, you're going to have to tell me how you do it. But check him out. Of course, we go live on Tuesdays with Mouse Madness like tonight. Wednesdays is Meg. Meg does her Wednesdays in Wonderland. Thursdays is us again. Also on Tuesday nights later on tonight is Disney Life for me. They go live with their Disney. We go live on Thursdays. After us on Thursdays is Disney World Adventure. We go live at 8. It's Melissa and I on Thursdays. And I know a lot of you probably already know this, but for anybody first just coming in or is new, I want to let you know where everybody is. Fridays, of course, is Resort TV 1, who are fantastic. They kind of own Friday nights. And then Saturdays is Disney Fiasco with Disney Dan. And after him is Steve and I with our sports night. So lots of great live streams, and you can check all these live streams out for the most part at theliveplace.com. Check out Dean from Dreamers Empire and the Live Place. Family-friendly streams. Other streams too, not just the ones I mentioned as well. Some great people that do great family stuff, Disney and other stuff too. Check them all out. And other than that, guys, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could give a like, I'd appreciate it. Go check out that stream from earlier. And other than that, I definitely appreciate you all being here. Hope you all have a great night. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And come back on Thursday when Melissa and I talk Disney. We are going to be talking about Epcot. We're going to stroll around Epcot, talk about it, likes, dislikes, things we love, things we don't. and just go from there. And we want you to join us on Thursday. Until then, good night, everybody. Have a great night. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you soon.